In this video, I'm going to participate in 3 different Japanese illustration competitions with the goal of winning. Hello, I am Plush Eliza, and some of you know me from this video, in which I tell you about my experience with manga competitions and how I won many of them.
Slay.
As you probably know, I am a very competitive person, and throughout my art journey, I've constantly participated in competitions. Whether it's fan art contest at conventions, comic creation contest, manga contest, or writing contest, I love the adrenaline rush that competition gives me. And I'm pretty confident about my skills as a manga artist, but one area I'm still struggling with is illustration. I'm not very comfortable with colors. But today, I decided to challenge myself and try to win some Japanese illustration competitions. Let's go! The first contest I'm going to enter is the third Withering Waves illustration contest. I found this contest on Pixiv, a Japanese website for artists. So, about the contest. Withering Waves is a RPG, and I've never heard of this game actually, I'm not a gamer. And the competition is divided into 2 categories: fan art and costume design. Looking on the website, I see that the fan art category is already filled with incredible drawings. So I think I'm going to choose the costume design category. I have to design a new costume for a character from the game based on the team Rinascira, which is a new region introduced in the game. Now, the most interesting part. What do I get if I win? First prize gets 200,000 GPY.
Oh my god!
Okay, now that we have all the information we need, let's draw. First, let's pick a character from the game for which I will redesign the outfit. I'm gonna pick this one, Cantarella.
Sin City was a maybe.
And to organize my ideas and create a general plan for my illustration, I'm going to create a mood board using an app I recently discovered, Milanote. When I create illustrations, the references I use are always scattered all over the place. But now, with Milanote, I can organize all the resources I'm going to use on one board. Creating and customizing a mood board is really simple and intuitive. I just drag and drop images from my photos or Pinterest, and that's it. I can easily change their size and placement. I organized all my references into small groups. There's my references for the pose, inspiration for the dress, and that really helped me create the final sketch. Using Milanote allowed me to clearly visualize what the final outfit would look like. I was able to gather all sorts of resources on one single board. For example, I added a link to the contest website as well as general information about it. I also added a link to a video showing the different locations within Rinascira, and I can even play the video directly on the board. I also really like the fact that I can draw directly on the board because sometimes ideas just pop up and I have to write them down. Another feature I love is the ability to create customizable color palettes. It really made me feel like a legit fashion designer. I also added a subboard with links to videos of art tutorials which I will watch to help me understand the techniques of coloring and rendering. Overall, I love that I can easily create truly aesthetic and organized mood boards. Honestly, just the fact that I have a pretty mood board really motivates me to draw. It's important for me to plan my illustrations in advance, and Milanote makes the task very simple and fun. Milanote makes starting a new project easy with over 100 built-in templates available for every type of creative project. It is the perfect tool for artists in my opinion, and it's really helpful to organize all your ideas. Finally, Milanote is available for free with no time limit, so sign up for a free Milanote account using the link in the description. Okay, so using my mood board, here is what I came up with for the final sketch of the outfit. Well, time to do the real thing. I'm starting by making an outline of the whole silhouette. It looks ugly now,
What the hell?
but trust the process. Now that the whole body is drawn, let's add details. For the outfit, I'm trying to keep the silhouette of Cantarella's original outfit, but make it royal. There's gonna be feathers, gold, and just a bunch of stuff that you can find on fancy outfits. Okay, so here's the line art, and now let's add colors. I'm also keeping Cantarella's original color palette, but I'm gonna be adding a bit more gold because we want to look rich. Okay, so after hours of work, here is the final result. Honestly, I'm kinda proud of myself. Let's submit the illustration for the contest and then we wait. While we wait for the results, let me do a quick rating of the difficulty of this contest. So, it took me 13 hours and 23 minutes to complete the illustration. It's literally the illustration I've spent the most time on ever, so I would say that's quite a lot. Honestly, I really put a lot of effort into this competition. I watched quite a few tutorials about coloring, and making this illustration was quite a struggle, since it is quite far away from my usual art style. Girl, the other entries were so good. Like, if I entered the fan art category, I wouldn't stand a chance. And the category I entered was less popular, but from what I've seen so far, the entries are also extremely good. So I really don't know if I could win something. Overall, this contest gets a rating of 4.5 stars out of 5 for its difficulty, as I think it is quite hard to win something if you're not super good at drawing. The second contest I'm entering is the Identity V 7th Anniversary Contest. I also found this contest on the Pixiv website. So, about the contest. This contest is held in honor of, well, the 7th anniversary of the game Identity V, which is also a game I've never heard of. But I actually asked my sister if she knew the game, and she did, so I might just be really uncultured when it comes to video games.
Daddy, chill.
And there are also 2 categories for this contest: free creation and sticker design. Now that we're a little familiar with Pixiv contest, we know that the free category is for sure full of amazing illustrations, each one more beautiful than the other. Entering this category would be like fighting a losing battle. So I'm going to choose to compete in the sticker design category. I have to design stickers based on the characters in the game Identity V. And again, what do I get if I win? The grand prize wins 250,000 GPY and an Identity V lucky bag. And more! The best works from this department will be available online and the official Discord of the game. Okay, let's draw now! Right now, I'm on the Identity V's website and I need to pick 16 characters to create the stickers. And honestly, I kinda have a crush on some of them. I really like the character's design, so I might start to play the game. But I need to buy a legit computer first, so like and share this video so I can afford one. And as for the first competition, I created a mood board on Milanote. So I added pictures of all the characters I chose to create the stickers. I also added a quick doodle of the emotion the character will represent on the sticker. Yes, it's kinda ugly, but don't judge. Of course, I have here the contest details, and here I added a lot of emote references, and here is the sketch I made. Okay, so now that I have a clear vision of what I'm going to do, let's go. Essentially, I'm gonna be drawing 16 shibis. And what's funny is that I hate to draw shibis. They're my worst nightmare. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but I don't understand their anatomy.
What the? I'm sorry for my language. What the F is this?
Like, their ears are so big, and do they even have a neck? And you know what's also really funny? I used to sell chibi emotes on Etsy. I mean, my Etsy shop is still open, and I have to admit that it's doing pretty well. So I kinda do know how to draw chibis, but I just don't really like it. So, after struggling for several days, I did it! My 16 stickers are done. Honestly, I think it turned out pretty good. I mean, some of them are more pretty than others, but I think I did a good job. Let's submit our stickers to the contest and wait for the results. Again, let me give you a quick rating of the difficulty of this contest. It took me 621 minutes, which equals to 10 hours 35 minutes to draw all 16 stickers. On average, I spent 38 minutes and 4 seconds on each sticker, so it's okay. I kept saying I hated drawing chibis, so it was quite a pain to make those stickers. From what I've seen, there are already a few dozen entries for the sticker design category, and it's really well drawn. Overall, this contest gets a rating of 3.5 stars out of 5 for its difficulty. So it's possible to win, but the competition is tough. The third and final contest I'm entering is the Project B Idol contest. I found this contest on the website Kara4yo, which is a Japanese content creation platform that connects officials and fans. So, about the contest. Just so you know, Project B Idol is a Japanese idol group, but like they're not real person, as you can see, they are virtual idols. And for this contest, again, there's two categories, music category and jacket illustration department. So maybe I could try my luck and make them listen to my magnificent voice. But maybe it's better if I choose the jacket illustration category. And I can either draw an illustration of one member or I could draw the whole group. But since I'm lazy, I'm just gonna draw one person. And what's the prize if I win? The selected creators for the jacket illustration department will be ordered for a jacket illustration production for 100,000 yen, which is pretty cool. Well, let's draw now. So, out of the 6 members of the group, I chose this one, Rin. I like her color palette and I think I can make it work. And you know the drill, here's the mood board I made on Milanote. I have references of Rin, some color samples cause it makes the mood board look aesthetic, some references for the pose, and just a bunch of other references for the illustration concept and for like style inspiration. And I also made some quick sketches to lay out my ideas. And so my idea for this is to have a bust down of Rin and multiple little chibis of her, but like they're stickers. And yes, you heard me, chibis. But like since I drew 16 chibis for the prior contest, I am now more skilled and it's also a way to bury the hatchet. And honestly, drawing anime girls is kinda hard for me since it's really not what I usually do. Okay, so here's the line art, and I know it looks good.
Slay.
And for the colors, I'm trying to keep it simple. And here's the result.
Yup.
I am so proud of myself. I always try to be like humble and stuff, but this is 10 out of 10. And let's submit the illustration for the contest and then we wait. Yes, again, let me do a quick rating of the difficulty of this contest. I spent 11 hours and 16 minutes making this illustration. So it did take a while, but it was so cool and honestly relaxing to make this illustration. Like it was straight up enjoyment. The other entries are very beautiful, but the difference with the other contest is that there are only 3 entries so far, so that increases my chances of winning. And also, Rin herself left a comment. Overall, this contest gets a rating of 1.5 stars for its difficulty. It's a really chill and friendly contest. I would definitely recommend it to beginners if they want to enter their first contest. Well, the moment we all have been waiting for, the results. For the first contest, I did not win. The winning entries are so good, so I'm not mad, that's fair. And for the other 2 contests, well, the results aren't out yet.
Sorry about that.
But when it will be out, I will announce it on my Instagram, so go follow me there. And I know that maybe you watched this video to know the results. But honestly, I think the most important thing is the journey. No, seriously, I learned so much thanks to these contests. I learned how to draw chibis first. And I think entering contests, whether you win or not, is always a great way to challenge yourself and step out of your comfort zone. For me, if it was not for those contests, I would have never drawn with this art style or chibis. So I've expanded my knowledge and overall it was a really fun experience. Don't hesitate to share your experience with art contests if you have one in the comments. And thanks again to Milanote for sponsoring this video. Well, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye!